Dog boxing, motherfucker.
Cubis reached out to Edgar Berlanga's manager, Keith Conley, and tried to make a fight for later this summer. Turned it down, didn't want to. Cubis reached out to Edgar Berlanga's manager, Keith Conley, and tried to make a fight for later this summer. Turned it down, didn't want to.
This Caleb talking about he sent me a contract. You ain't sent me nothing. You're not a boss. You work for PBC. You're not a boss. What is you talking about? You ain't sent me no contract. You ain't sent me nothing. I send you a contract. I'm the A side. You the B side. I'm gonna send you a contract. You gonna fight me for $200,000, and I'm gonna make 30 M's.
Caleb Plant accuses Edgar Berlanga of avoiding him. Caleb says he sent the contract, but Edgar Berlanga, the Puerto Rican assassin, denies an offer was ever made between the two parties. I mean, you heard my man Edgar Berlanga in the previous video that I showed y'all. He said they didn't send him anything, and besides, Caleb Plant don't send him nothing. Edgar Berlanga, the Puerto Rican assassin, is the one that makes the offers. He's the one that sends the contracts because Edgar's the boss. And Caleb Plant works for PBC. If anybody is going to be making offers, it's going to be Edgar Berlanga because Edgar is the boss, right? All right, cool. Let's run with that. Edgar's the boss. He's the one that makes the offers, not the other way around. All right, cool. Then if that's the case, why hasn't Edgar Berlanga sent an offer to Caleb Plant? Huh? That's my question. Why hasn't Edgar Berlanga, the Puerto Rican assassin, sent an offer to Caleb Plant? Edgar's the boss. He said that once he got the Canelo Alvarez fight done and over with, he said he was gonna run the squabble with Caleb Plant. So then my whole thing is, what's the holdup? Huh? Why hasn't Edgar Berlanga sent a contract over to Caleb Plant? And I know why, right? I've got the answers. It's real simple. Edgar Berlanga just don't want to smoke with Caleb Plant. It's a bad matchup for him stylistically. Caleb Plant is too nice with the hands. He's too nice with the footwork. And with everything overall, he's just a better fighter than Edgar Berlanga. And Edgar Berlanga knows this. Berlanga knows he's trash, yo. He knows he's trash. And he knows that he can't just go and fight anybody. That's why he won't fight Caleb Plant. Because he knows Caleb Plant is going to put belt to ass. Another thing is this. I do believe that Caleb Plant sent Edgar Berlanga a contract. I do. I truly believe that Edgar did get an offer from the Plant camp because PBC and Team Plant figured, well, Edgar Berlanga is now a free agent. There's no middleman. There's no Eddie Hearn in the way, so this should be an easy fight to make. However, Edgar Berlanga knows deep down inside again that he's trash, okay? And he can't just be fighting anybody because he'll lose. That's why he hasn't fought anybody besides Canelo. That's why he wants Canelo type prices and paydays to accept or even consider getting in the ring with Caleb Plant. They say you shouldn't throw stones if you live in a glass house. Well, apparently our man Edgar Berlanga did not get that memo, because Edgar Berlanga takes to Twitter and says this about Caleb Plant, and I quote, "All that shit, Sweet Hands Plant was talking, and now he's fighting a prospect that's not even ranked and has 2 losses. You are a fucking disgrace to boxing, man. It's fucking sad," end quote. Let me just say this first. This guy Edgar Berlanga is a whole sitcom cartoon character out here, fam. He wants to take shots at Caleb Plant for who his next opponent is, but that's only his opponent because you, Edgar, you turned down the fight. And another thing is this. You're making fun of Caleb Plant's opponent, who he is, but Edgar, don't you look at yourself? Did you forget who your last opponent was? Edgar Berlanga last fought a guy that had love handles, okay? He fought a guy that was taking Ozempic. The guy just got out of prison after serving 10 years. He fought a guy that was hanging out at the liquor store, bro. This dude Edgar Berlanga is funny, dog. I'm telling you. This guy that Caleb Plant is fighting next, Armando Resendez, he would beat your last opponent, Edgar, easy. So what the fuck is you talking about, bro? I'm willing to bet, bro, he low-key beat Edgar Berlanga's ass, dude. Why? Because Edgar Berlanga's trash. You know it, I know it, he knows it. The whole world knows it. You could write the whole book of Puerto Rican boxing and not mention Edgar Berlanga's name once. The guy hasn't accomplished nothing, okay? He's never been a world champion. No title defenses, no unifications. All he's done is celebrate taking a loss to Canelo. But he acts like he's done something special when he hasn't accomplished shit. And so that's what I mean when I say that this guy Edgar Berlanga is a sitcom cartoon character. He's delusional for thinking that he is the A-side to Caleb Plant. And to close this video out, I just want to say that yes, this is officially a duck by Edgar Berlanga. Berlanga is officially a duck, but it's no surprise or secret to anybody. This guy is a joker. But guys, girls, that's all I have for this one. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section, man. Let's chop it up. Let's talk some boxing. You already know. Once again, this has been your boy Old Dog Boxing, and I'm out this bitch.